Well, hello again. It is officially summertime here in Montana. And one of the things that comes with summertime is potlucks, picnics, reunions, all the fun things. And a lot of times you're kind of asked to bring a side dish. So we have a reunion tomorrow and I've been asked to bring a side dish. So I'm gonna show you guys a very simple potato salad. Now, it's not quick, but it is very simple. So let's get started. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Cece. My husband Kirk and I homestead in the big, beautiful state of Montana. And today I am going to make a potato salad. So currently I have 6 large potatoes in this pot here. And I cooked them whole and fully peeled. So now as they are still warm, I am going to just pull the peels right off of them. It's something that's, really pretty easy to do. A lot of times they just peel right off. You can use a little knife if you need to, but they peel very, very nicely. Why I do it like this, I don't know. This is just the way my mama always did it, so this is the way that I do it. And I also have 3 eggs on for hard-boiled. So once everything is cooked up, peeled the way that it needs to, I'm gonna let everything cool off before I tackle the next step. Now my mom has always shredded the potatoes and it makes it a lot more flavorful, I feel like, because I've had some homemade potato salad that you take a bite and 3/4 of it is a potato and you do not get like hardly any of the flavoring because it's just plain like boiled potato. So shredding them allows them to, have flavor throughout. The only downside with shredding them is it kind of becomes a mush mess. And a lot of people will look at it and be like, what is this? They have no idea what it is. So today I'm gonna do a little bit of both. I'm going to shred some of it and I'm going to chop up and dice some of them. So then that way tomorrow at the reunion, people should be able to know just by looking at it that it is indeed a potato salad. So I'm gonna finish these and then just let them cool. They're still steaming. You wanna peel them like this when they're warm, but you do not want to shred them when they're warm. So we'll be back in a little bit. My eggs are peeled and cooled. I set these in the refrigerator for a few hours. If I was in a hurry, I would probably put this in the freezer, but things are nice and cool. So the next step I'm going to do is go ahead and mix up like the dressing part of it. So I'm going to need 1 cup of mayo, 1/2 cup of sugar, and then just a little bit of mustard. I think it calls for a tablespoon. I just squirt some in. Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of mix that up. And then I think the next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and shred my hard-boiled eggs. Again, you could chop things, but shredding them sometimes is just as easy and everything's the same size that way. Okay, gonna dump that into here. Now I'm actually going to shred most of these potatoes. I'll keep 1 or 2 out and cut them up. You have to be careful because this will turn to mush or you'll basically be having like mashed potatoes. So it's a lot of times why having them cooled helps. This is kind of how they turn out. Yes, I do have a shredder, like an electric shredder, but again, I'm scared that it's gonna just turn to like mush. So I do everything by hand so I can kind of control the pressure. Okay, I just shredded 4 out of the 6 potatoes. I'm gonna take the last 2 potatoes and cut them up really small. If it was like a family function, I would probably go ahead and just shred them and just like let everybody know that it's potato salad. But because this is a class reunion, and chances are like people are gonna be going through the food line who I don't know, and if I don't have it labeled, people aren't gonna know. So I'm hoping that this way people will know that it's potato salad. So now, clean my hands and cut potatoes up, and we'll mix it all up and see how it looks. All right, here we go. Okay, those are really big potatoes, so I may have to add a little bit more mayo to it, but there we go. Very simple, very basic. Probably needs a little salt once you serve it or once you put it on your plate. It looks very plain, so if you're somebody who likes to add a little color, a little bit of pickle relish might be pretty good in it. If it's still a little wet, I may squirt a little bit of ranch dressing in it and kind of mix it up. But there you go, like super, super simple potato salad. As long as you plan ahead and have your potatoes and eggs hard boiled and cooled, it comes together very, very quickly. And the next thing is to remember, in the summertime, if it's gonna be setting out for a while, figure out how to keep this cold. Either put it on top of an ice pack or put it in a bigger container that you can put ice cubes around it, because getting food poisoning from a picnic in the summer is never fun, especially if it comes from your food. So, anyways, hope that helps. Super simple and tasty. And so, until next time, have a great one.